Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Pink Sweets with a 1 instead of an I. Today we are back for another installment of Whatever Happened to That Palette Wednesday, where we explore a palette that we haven't used in a while because we're always looking for the next best thing. And this week's Whatever Happened to That Palette Wednesday is going to be the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil. Not the Take Me Back to Brazil, the Take Me to Brazil palette. This was the original one. And this is what it looks like on the inside. You can tell it's very well loved. I used to use this all the time. And then I got a bunch of other colorful rainbow palettes, and this kind of just fell into the wayside. So today we're going to create a beautiful, colorful look with this, and I hope you guys are excited. I know I am, because I haven't used it in so long, and I'm just excited. So if you guys wouldn't mind, don't forget to subscribe down below, hit that notification bell, like this video, and comment down below anything that you're not seeing on my channel that you want to see. And without further ado, let's get started. So first and foremost, I've already done my base, my moisturizer base, and then we're gonna put on our eyeshadow base, which is our MAC paint stick. Since we're working with colorful shades, we want to have that perfect base. And I think I'm gonna blend it out with a flat shader brush. This is one that I got in an Ipsy bag. It's by Visante. I've never personally heard of that brand, so I'm just gonna blend that out. I've already done my eyebrows as well with my e.l.f. brow pencil. It's literally the only thing that I use on my brows, I'm pretty sure. So what did you guys do today? I actually watched a scary movie. I watched Annabelle Creation. I had seen it before, but I only seen parts of it. Remember how I told you guys that I'd sat down to watch it, and then I was like, oh, I've already seen this, and then I was like thinking about it. I still hadn't returned it, so I was like, well, maybe I'll go ahead and watch it and see if I remember all of it. And I did not remember all of it, so I'm glad that I decided to go ahead and watch it, because it kind of ties everything together. So just using my Beauty Blender to kind of blend that out a little bit further, and then go back over it with the brush. So I'm not going to give anything away if you haven't seen it, but I will say that I was glad that I saw it. Not that it was like the most amazing movie of that whole series, but it definitely tied some loose ends up for me. So I'm glad that I saw it. Okay, now that that's blended out and ready for some colorful colors, I'm going to take my I'm going to take my flat shader brush from Wet n Wild, and we're going to dip into this palette. I'm trying to figure out what kind of look exactly I want to do. I think I'm going to start with this. It looks yellow on camera, but it's even more of like a chartreusey yellowish green. And I'm going to mix it in with this neon green here. And I'm going to put that on the inner part of my lid. Yep, that's the exact shade I was hoping for. Ooh, I love that color. This would have worked for that watermelon cut crease I did as well. But this look is going to be very different than that one. Okay. I need a little bit more green on that side. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now we're going to go into this blue right here. I'm going to use that same brush and just kind of move it to the side, but sort of blend it in with the green as well. I actually don't own the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, but I do want to buy it. I'm actually planning on getting it, I think, this week because it's on sale at bhcosmetics.com. And that palette, I don't know, it just looks like it has more shades, more variety, maybe. And it also looks like it has a lot more pinks and purples than this one does. And reds, maybe. It just looks beautiful. So, wow, look at that pigmentation. And I think this palette, well, the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, I know is on sale right now for like $12 or $14, something like that. So, I mean, that's just crazy. That kind of pigmentation for that price especially. That's amazing. Okay, now I'm going to take the MAC 217. This happens to be the limited edition one that I got with, I don't remember what collection, Steve, Jay, and Yanni. And I'm going to go into this bright pink right here. And I'm going to put that on the very outer portion. And I'm going to be really messy on the outer part because we are going to wipe it away with a makeup wipe to get that sharp line today instead of using tape. Okay. I know this looks weird right now, but we're going to go over top of this with another color. Oh, you guys. It was just a random sigh. I've been having some pain issues today with my one foot and ankle. It's been bothering me a lot. So we're going to go in with this blue right here. And sometimes that can sometimes that can happen with psoriatic arthritis or with ankylosing spondylitis where your joints will just flare up randomly for no apparent reason or because the weather changed or something like that. And I think that's what happened to me. See, I turned, I guess the pink and this blue, it's like a bluish purple, kind of turned it into like more of a violety purple. But I wanted it to have that pink undertone. Cue my dog snoring. She's so funny. So that is what we have right now. I think I'm also gonna go over top of it with this purple right here in the corner. And just add that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And then I think I'm going to go back in with this blue right here. And I'm going to take a different brush. I'm going to take the Morphe F17. Doesn't matter really what brush you use for this particular step. And I'm just going to re-intensify the blue where it meets the purple so that we don't lose that shade. Perfect. Okay, and then go back into that MAC 217 and just reblend those shades together. Okay, I feel like on this side the blue is not sticking as well. It's a very powdery formula. I mean, it is very pigmented, but it's very powdery as well. The sounds that come out of that little dog, I can't believe it. Okay, so let me think. All right, now I'm gonna take this pencil brush from the Morphe Blue collection, and I'm gonna go into this big, it looks white. When you swatch it, it has kind of like a greenish, bluish, yellowish duochrome effect, but I'm going to use that on the brow bone. Just to really make that pop. And we're going to go back into the MAC 217 and make sure we didn't lose any of that pigmentation of that purple. I really want to continue this series because I think it's really important to not forget about those palettes that you spent your hard-earned money on. And I think it's important for us as beauty influencers to make sure that that doesn't happen, because we're the ones who told you to buy it in the first place. We're the ones that said, oh, this palette is amazing, like, you need it in your life, and then, you know, use it once or twice, and then, so, all right. I think that is it for the top. So now we're just going to wipe away the fallout. Which is also going to give us that kind of cat eye shape. I either do it this way or I do it the way that you saw when I do the with the tape. So let's see, we're gonna take my Milk Makeup Blur Stick. We're just gonna put that in the T-zone. The moisturizer, like I said before, the Glam Glow one, really can be used as a primer as well, like a priming moisturizer, but I like this for the T-zone just to make sure that my T-zone stays nice and oil-free. Okay, foundation, you guys. I think we're going to do the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Why not? It is, mine is in the shade Soft Ivory. So I'm going to use the paddle to put that on my face. This is going to be a fairly affordable makeup tutorial, right? Between the $12 palette and the $4 or $5 foundation. And then I'm gonna pounce that in. Some people love this foundation and swear by it and wear it all the time. I like it. I don't feel like it's the most long lasting foundation, I guess. Like if I was going to go out in the heat and the humidity and I was going to, or if I was going to an event or something like that, I don't know. I mean, if it was going to be in like an indoor party, maybe. But like I said, if I was going to be out in the heat, I probably wouldn't choose this foundation. Maybe I would. Maybe I need to test it for a longer period of time. Which actually, I have a plan this week. Tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to film the makeup look that I'm going to be doing for the crawfish broil that I'm going to on Saturday. The people who are holding it are huge LSU fans. They're from Louisiana. And I'm going to do a purple and gold makeup look, which I'm going to wear to their crawfish broil. And so I figured I would show you guys what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to wear my hair, and how I'm going to do my makeup, and what steps I'm going to do to ensure that my makeup doesn't go anywhere during the day while I'm at this crawfish broil. I'm going in with the Naked Skin color corrector in pink. For me, that is pretty much a concealer. So I'm just putting it wherever I would highlight and conceal. And then I'm taking just a little bit of the Makeup Revolution concealer and mixing that in. So you can't even really tell the difference between the two when they're on my face. I need to figure out this concealer situation. I like the Makeup Revolution one, but I don't like that I can't get it in the store and that I have to order it online and that I run out of it so quickly. Even if it is only $7. I mean, unless I'm going to order like 10 at one time, I feel like I run out of it so quickly and then I have to get it, but then I have to wait for it to come in. So if you guys can recommend any really good concealers, I want to repurchase the Shape Tape, but it's $27 and I don't like the crap that Tarte pulled on April Fools. I don't like the crap that they pulled with their shade range. And it's honestly the only product I think that I use from Tarte. So it's pretty easy for me to phase out that brand if I want to. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to go into my Hourglass. This is another Whatever Happened to That Palette Wednesday. This is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Palette. This is the original one. This is what it looks like. It's beautiful. It is and was expensive, but I really like it. Let's see, what brush am I going to use to set my under eye? I think I'm just going to go into the Morphe E9. No, E8. Sorry. And I'm going to clean that off of my color switch. Make sure, because I usually use this brush for contouring, so I don't want to put contour under my eyes. Because I'm going to go into the lightest shade, which would be Diffused Light, which is this one right here. I like to set my under eyes with that sometimes. And they've come out with like 2 or 3 different ones since this one. So that's why I say this is another Whatever Happened to That palette. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me setting powder in 05. Sometimes I use 10. Today I'm using 05. And I'm just going to use my Sonia Kashuk sponge. And I'm going to further set my under eyes. But yeah, so I'm going to do a tutorial for you guys on the makeup I'm going to wear to the crawfish broil, because I thought that would be fun. And I thought it would be fun for them if I did, because a lot of people wear like LSU gear to the party because a lot of their friends are from Louisiana. And I don't have any LSU gear, but I do have a face that I could put makeup on. So I figured I would do, like I said, purple and gold, maybe some white, and just go ahead and my hair's already purple, right? So that matches too. But I figured I would film it. Got foundation in my baby hairs. I figured I would film it just to kind of test out, make sure I like the look. I don't normally do that, but I would do that for you guys. Then I'm going to go into this Radiant bronzer, and I'm going to use that. I like using that as a contour too. So I'm going to, whoa, see how pigmented that is? Okay. Tube contour part 2. We're going to blend that out, don't worry. Actually, my bronzer brush, where did it go? I'm going to use my Real Techniques face brush. And I figured I would just, you know, practice and show you guys what products I use when I go to an outdoor event, so that I know that my products are going to stay all day and they're not going to budge. Just do a little on my nose, parameters on my face, and then I'm going to switch to this fluffier brush. It's right here, my bronzer brush. I'm going to go in with my Benefit bronzer brush. I don't know if they still sell this one, but I love it. And I think I told you guys about 2, because I bought one, lost it, bought a second one, found it, now I have 2. So I really love this bronzer. I wish Hourglass products weren't that expensive, but I am going to be buying their setting powder to test that out, even though it's $46. Even though the setting powder I just used is only $5 at Walmart, and it's amazing. But yeah, that way you guys can see what I do with my makeup when I'm going out all day in the sun. Then I'm going to use this pinkish blush right there. That is in the shade Luminous Flush. I don't know if they sell these separately anymore. Because considering how long we're going to be out there, and it's supposed to be fairly warm, it's supposed to be like in the upper 70s, lower 80s, I think. I know that's nowhere near as warm as it is in Louisiana, but pretty warm. Now I'm going to go back into a palette that I bought a while ago, and I feel like I hardly use it. I feel like I should use it way more. This looks kind of harsh. Okay. And that is the Violet Voss Rose Gold Highlighter Palette. This is what it looks like. I feel like most of the shades are a little dark for my skin tone. I feel like these two are probably the only two I could get away as a highlighter, but the others I could use as a blush topper. So I'm okay with that. And I'm going to go in with my Morphe M510. And I am going to spray my face with Fix Plus. So yeah, if you guys can recommend any concealers for me to try, let me know down below. I'm going to go in with the lightest shade called Bloom. I mean, look at that. That's such a pretty color. It's like I wish that I would think to wear this more. But you guys know how many highlighter palettes are out there. And how many individual highlighters are out there. And sometimes we just forget. You know? guys know that I'm excessive with my highlighter and that I'm not seeking help for it. I don't know what that was. I'm going to take a little bit of the next shade, which is called Rouge. I'm just going to add that to the top of my blush. Yeah, I don't even think I could wear that as a highlight. I think that would leave like a cast on my skin. Maybe. That kind of reminds me of the Vlada and Smashbox one. Maybe if I put that first and then I put the Bloom one on top of that, that would be okay. Okay, and then I'm going to go back in with my blush brush. You guys know I like to mix my highlight, blush, and contour. I feel like I always get makeup in my hairline. I don't know what to do to stop that. This is my Peach Mattifying Setting Spray. That is definitely something that I like to use when it's hot out. And then I'm going to go in with my Marc Jacobs Highliner in, this is the blacker shade, I think. Yeah, this is in blacker. This is a mini version of it that I got as like a 100-point perk or something like that from Sephora. I have the full-size one as well. I don't think I've ever used this one actually. Like this particular, like I've used the bigger one, but I've never used the smaller one, which is why it seems to be taking forever to warm up a little bit. That is strange. Like this is kind of dried out, I'm not gonna lie. The bigger one never takes that long to get my waterline deep and smoky. Alright, now it's working better. I actually took the tip and broke it off because I think the tip was a little bit dried out, which would be my fault because I haven't used it. So okay, now we're gonna go into our mascara, which you guys know it's my Too Faced one. I'm thinking about trying the Benefit Big Girl Bang. I've heard it's good. Well, some people really like it, some people don't. But the wand does not look like a torture device, so that's a plus. Benefit is a company that, and I don't mean this offensively, but it's a company I've always wondered kind of like how they stay in business, because they don't sell any eyeshadow palettes. They don't sell any lip products. I mean, I think they tried a few times, but it didn't really go over well. I'm gonna go back into my Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I'm gonna go into this bluish purple right there. I'm just gonna smoke out the lower lash line. I mean, yes, they are huge into brow products, but so is Anastasia. And they have like Hoola bronzer. But it's amazing to me. I guess I'm amazed by them that they can build their brand with like one or two products that everybody uses. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people, and just sustain themselves from that. That's something to be proud of. Okay. Alright. Now put some mascara on the lower lash line. The one thing I don't like about this mascara is I feel like it gets a little clumpy after a while, and I feel like then it flakes onto my face. And I feel like I like the little tube of it better than the bigger tube. I know that sounds weird. I'm just fixing, I got some in the upper lash line. Okay. And I got some underneath my lash line, or my lower lash line. Okay. Now what? Now I'm just going to spray the Fix Plus one more time. And I'm going to grab a lip product. Let's see. I think I'm just going to put on, my Jouer lip topper in Funfetti, because I kind of want just like a very neutral lip, like a neutral glossy lip, since my eye makeup is a very bright and colorful. So this is what this looks like. I don't know if you could see, but it's very sparkly. Kind of has a pink tint to it. And it has rainbow glitter in it. It smells like cake batter. I think I said this before in another video. With this one, you can feel the glitter a little bit. Not as much as in some products, but for instance, the Jouer lip topper with Jeffree Star Sweet Tooth, I couldn't feel the glitter at all when I did that. This one I could feel it a little bit, and I felt like the Jeffree Star one had more glitter, so I don't know. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this edition of Whatever Happened in That Palette Wednesday. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Take care, guys.